The time now is 4:30 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. Radar right now is picking up on some light showers, some patchy drizzle sliding through the Baltimore metro and also exiting the state of Maryland, traveling up towards Delaware and even New Jersey, getting in on some of that light rain. This is all because we have a brief cold front that's swiftly making its way through. So it's also producing extra clouds for us this morning, even some areas of fog. But as we take a look at Futurecast, a few isolated passing showers could clip our northeastern communities today. Here's a look right around 3 to even 4 o'clock. No daily records are expected to break today. We can expect a cooler day ahead, which is very great. We get a little bit of a break from the 90s, and then temps today are still projected to be above average, but we're likely going to stay in the 80s this afternoon. Not seeing any 80s out there, but right now our numbers are in the 60s and 70s, kind of similar to where they were yesterday. Feeling a tad bit cooler than yesterday up towards our northwestern communities, so Parkton and also Westminster starting the day off in the upper 60s, whereas areas south and east of the I-95 corridor holding strong into the low 70s this morning. We should be right around that 80-degree mark by 1 o'clock today. Dealing with a mix of sun and clouds, I expect more in the way of sunshine later today. We'll start to kick some more clouds out of here. We dry conditions out as we head into the start of the weekend. But continuing throughout the weekend, we have that increased risk for wildfire spread. I've been showing this all week long. The threat continues. Outdoor burning is highly discouraged because we have been so dry lately. I mean, we are below average in the rainfall department for the month of April. We've only had 3 days with measurable rain. The average monthly rainfall amount is a little bit under 3.5 inches. So far, we haven't even seen an inch of rain. You know that saying, April showers bring May flowers, but we haven't seen a whole lot of showery activity. But we will get a round of rain as we head into Sunday. The drought conditions are actually worsening because of this. So we have severe drought concerns to the south of the city, especially around Anne Arundel County, down towards Washington, D.C. So we desperately need the rain, and it looks like rain is going to make a comeback late Saturday night, closer to the midnight hour throughout your Sunday. So you will need that umbrella and the rain jacket handy. Stevie Daniels, the time now is 4:47 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your Super 7-day forecast. Today we are going to be maxing out in the lower 80s, so a little bit of a difference from how we've been feeling over the past couple of days. No daily record high temperatures are anticipated to be broken. So we get a little bit of a break from that intense heat, but you still will be feeling very warm out there as the kids head home from school, likely feeling that warmth, above normal warmth for that matter. Keeping temps in the 80s throughout your Saturday afternoon with sunny skies. We do have some rain showers that could pass by from time to time during the day today and also Saturday evening, but the bulk of the rain actually holds off until Sunday. That's when we get some beneficial rain back in and through the area. I'm calling for scattered rain showers that likely will develop during the morning and into the afternoon, and then things should really start to dry out towards the evening. We do desperately need the rain. Drought conditions are continuing to worsen. 56 degrees on Monday with sunny skies. High pressure builds in. That is going to keep winds out of the northwest. That helps to drop our temperatures below average. Meteorologist Stevie Daniels, the time now is 5:01 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at radar. Radar is picking up on a few light passing showers drifting through Anne Arundel County, right around Annapolis, falling over the water and even edging towards Chestertown this morning. So it couldn't hurt just to grab the umbrella before you leave the house. Any rain that we see throughout the morning and also this afternoon will be very light in nature, and just a few passing showers can't be ruled out as we head into the afternoon. But much of the day is looking to be dry. There will be plenty of dry time if you do have any outdoor plans. We have temps right now in the 60s and 70s. It is feeling a little bit milder, closer to the Baltimore metro. Annapolis sits at 72 as well, and 69 degrees over in Centerville, 68 for my friends up in Elkton. We'll be rising into the low 80s this afternoon. We should be hitting that 80-degree mark shortly after lunchtime. It's not going to be nearly as hot as it has been over the past couple of Stevie Daniels. The time now is 5:11 on this Friday morning. Let's take a look at your full forecast. Radar is picking up on some green out there, some very light showers, some patchy drizzle making its way through Anne Arundel County, specifically just to the north of Annapolis, and also traveling through northern Delaware and even into Pine Hill across New Jersey. Here's a glance at what we have going on for today. So dealing with a mix of sun and and clouds. A few more clouds are expected throughout the morning, but we will see some sunny breaks, especially as we head into the afternoon. Today is not going to be nearly as hot as it has been recently, which is very good news because it gives us a break from that intense heat that we've been dealing with. Record-breaking temperatures over the past couple of days, and then we drop off into the 50s and 60s as we head overnight. And that's where we're starting things off, mostly in the 60s and also 70s this morning. 72 degrees in Annapolis. You need to dress cool if you lived out by the Inner Harbor, sitting at 72 as well. Aberdeen waking up with a temperature of 66 out there. That's why the kids need to dress cool this morning. We are starting off kind of similar to how we were yesterday in the temperature department. Right around lunchtime, temps for the most part should be hovering in the mid-70s with a mix of sun and clouds. And today's highs only expected to top out in the low 80s this afternoon. But we do keep that increased risk for wildfire spread throughout the day today and also into the weekend. It's been so dry lately. We do have the chance for some winds that could kick up and gust up to about 20 to even 25 miles per hour in certain areas. This is the reason why outdoor burning, once again, highly discouraged. So hold off on the bonfires. But we do have some rain on the horizon. We just have to wait until we head into Sunday. We've only had 3 measurable days of rain so far this month, so we are definitely below average in the rainfall department. We've only picked up a little bit less than an inch of rainfall so far. And this is causing drought conditions to worsen. Right now, portions of Anne Arundel County, Prince George's, and down towards Washington, D.C. under severe drought concerns. We do have some beneficial rain that likely will slide through late Saturday night closer to midnight throughout your Sunday. This is all going to be driven by a cold front, and you can really see how the cold front has an impact on our temperatures. We go from 80 tomorrow afternoon with sunny skies to more rain-cooled air and cooler this morning compared to yesterday to flow in across our northwestern communities. Right now, radar is picking up on a few light showers that are trickling eastward at this moment. They're traveling up and down the eastern shore just to the south of Chestertown. Annapolis, you guys pretty much are in the clear from some of this rain. Just a few passing showers expected this afternoon as well, but much of the day is going to be rain-free. Rain chances will be very limited today. We should be right around 70 by 9 o'clock this morning, and then hitting the mid-70s by 10 to 11 o'clock. The 80s come back in style this afternoon with intervals of clouds and sunshine. A great day to get outdoors. It's going to feel a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more manageable out there. We still have that increased risk for wildfire spread. I'll talk more about that coming up in my full forecast. Back to you. I also love this. We're getting a little bit of some light rain traveling through the area this morning, sliding just to the east of Chestertown. It's sliding into Smyrna and also Dover, Delaware. We are mostly dry out there this morning, waking up to a very mild air mass. Sitting in the 60s and 70s, 70 degrees right now in Severn, 72 in Annapolis. But look back off towards the west, Deep Creek and Frostburg, both hanging out at 50, 60, even 59 degrees this morning. So likely a little bit cooler the farther west you go out towards the mountains. But today is not going to be nearly as hot as it has been lately, so we can breathe a sigh of relief. We get a little bit of a break from the 90s today. We're only expected to hit the lower 80s this afternoon with a mix of sun and clouds. A few passing showers are possible later today, but much of the day is going to be rain-free. The rain chance for today is looking pretty minimal. Maple, oak, and ash are going to be the top allergens today, so a little bit different than yesterday where maple, juniper, and also maple were actually the main allergens over the past couple of days. And even as we take a look at your pollen tracker, we are going to be on the high side of things, so at an 11.4. And it does look like this is going to continue throughout the next couple of days. So take those allergy meds if you haven't done so already. I'm sad to report that the pollen count is still going to stay on the high side of things throughout the weekend. But so far this month, we've only had 3 days with measurable rain at the airport. So far, we've only picked up a little bit less than an inch of rain. And yes, we're typically supposed to be seeing about 3.5 inches for the month of April, but we are looking to be below that. So this is ultimately really worsening drought concerns. You can see severe drought concerns still continue to plague areas right around Anne Arundel County, Washington, D.C., and even Prince George's County. So just a few passing showers are expected today into your Saturday. Here's a look at what we can expect. Right around lunchtime tomorrow, mostly dry skies. Clouds are really going to start to increase over the next couple of days. And then, excuse me, as we take a look at your Sunday, right around 2 o'clock, here's a look at some of that rain. And then it clears out of the area. Into your Monday, we are looking to be a little bit drier, a little bit cooler as well. But much of the area is rain-free. You don't even really need to worry about the patchy fog. Fog is not really a big concern this morning. There could be some isolated spots, but overall, not a whole lot to get in the way of your morning travels. We do have temps starting off in the low to mid 60s across our northwestern areas. Winds are out of the northwest this morning, providing some of that cooler air compared to this time 24 hours ago. Still standing in the upper 60s along the Beltway, and Annapolis, you guys are still holding strong to 71 degrees. I am tracking mostly sunny skies as we head into your Saturday. We'll be right around 82 today, 80 tomorrow, but then look at Sunday's temperature. We take a noticeable dip in the temp department. I am tracking some light scattered showers that will drift across the area, largely beneficial. Most of this rain, though, is going to be light, so that's why I put that in all capital letters. We are still suffering from moderate to severe drought concerns across the area. I'll break down more details and show you that drought monitor map coming up in my full forecast. Christy?
Spring gear, you got some nice spring temperatures waiting on you.
You can wear the dress out there this morning, or even the shorts. Maybe break out the flip-flops.
Don't you tempt me with the flip-flops. Don't you do that.
Oh, I mean, it was truly feeling like summer over the past couple of days.
Gosh.
We hit 90 degrees both days.
Twice.
Yesterday and also the day before that. So we broke 2 records. Cloudy skies up towards Carroll County with some breaks here and there. The weather pattern is rain-free across the northwestern part of the state, but radar is still picking up on a few of those rain showers focused just to the south of Chestertown. They're very sporadic, very light in nature, and a lot of that activity is tracking off to the east. We do have this cold front that's draped across the region right now, which is producing those clouds and also some of that rain. But then as we take a look into the day tomorrow, waking up to some extra cloud cover, and then we will be dealing with some breaks of sunshine as well throughout your Saturday. It's not looking too bad whatsoever. But then a cold front is going to cross the region as we head closer to the midnight hour into early Sunday morning. This is going to spawn a few of those light rain showers that will progress across the area, lingering into your Sunday afternoon as that area of low pressure continues to drift eastward. Any rainfall that we see over the weekend is going to be generally light. No need to cancel any outdoor plans, but just keep an eye on radar. High pressure builds in as we head into the first part of next week. That's going to help cool us back down below normal. So in terms of rainfall, we are below average throughout the month of April thus far. We should be seeing about 3.5 inches throughout the month. And we've only seen about 1 inch, maybe even a little bit less than that. So the rainfall deficit since the start of meteorological spring is actually a little bit less than 3 inches. So we are below normal. And this is also worsening drought concerns across the region. So looking at moderate drought concerns and conditions across our northern suburbs, just to the south of the city. So right around Annapolis down to the southwest, severe drought conditions. So that map updated yesterday morning. And you can see that these dry conditions are still continuing to plague the area. This is the reason why we have that elevated risk for wildfire spread. Low humidity, dry fuels, outdoor burning. Hold off on doing that today and even throughout the weekend. High temperatures today hitting the low 80s, so 82 degrees. If you're a fan of the 80s, you'll certainly love how it's going to feel out there today. We do have a mix of sun and clouds expected. Same case as we head into your Saturday. We go from 80 degrees tomorrow down into 66 degrees Sunday, and then we continue to cool off even more as we head into early next week. A high temperature on Monday, 56 degrees. Yeah, we should be right around the mid 60s during this time of year. So Sunday is actually looking a little bit more seasonal. So falling about 10 degrees morning. It's not looking very intense at all. Any showers that we deal with throughout the day today will be very minimal and extremely light. So not really helping us out in the ongoing drought department, which is continuing to worsen. As the kids head home from school this afternoon, 82 degrees, that's what we can expect. And then we drop into the low 60s as we head overnight into your Saturday. So it's going to be a little bit of a cooler start to the day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine expected. A little bit more in the way of cloud cover for some areas tomorrow morning, but there will be plenty of sunshine to go around. So if you have any outdoor plans, if you have any yard work to get done on Saturday, a great day for it as we make our way up to 80. 66 degrees on Sunday. Winds will start to pick up as well with gusts around 25 to 30. So that is going to be coming in out of the northwest, which is a cooling wind. We also have some of those scattered showers courtesy of a cold front as it makes its way through. And we could start to see some of those showers develop late Saturday night throughout your Sunday. So have that umbrella ready. Picture as we take a live look over downtown Baltimore. The water is still looking pretty calm and relaxed, but we have seen our winds shift out of the northwest, which is helping our northwestern areas cool down a little bit more this morning compared to yesterday. 65 degrees up in Parkton, 71 downtown, and Annapolis. You guys currently hang out at 71 degrees. Most of us should be hovering in the mid to upper 70s right around noon today. And then for the bus ride home, I'm forecasting a high temperature right around 82 degrees at the airport. So noticeably cooler than yesterday, about 10 degrees cooler, but we're still going to stay above average. Keep in mind our average high temperature is 67 degrees for this time of year in April. We're going to still be well above that. Radar right now still picking up on some of those light showers. Most of that activity is sliding into Milford and also down into Seaford, Delaware, all courtesy of this cold front. And then we do have some high level clouds that could drift in and through the area throughout your Saturday. Plenty of sunshine will be seen though. Here's a look at that cold front that increases the cloud cover and increases our rain chances as we approach midnight heading into your Sunday. This is going to bring us some much needed rain. However, the rainfall amount is going to be generally light. A lot of this rain is going to be quick moving, very light in nature, lingering throughout your Sunday afternoon. But by dinner time on Sunday, most of it should be out of our hair. So it's not going to be an all day rain event, not expected to deal with a washout by any means. High pressure builds in that shifts our winds more out of the northwest, which is also going to help cool us down dramatically heading into early next week. The drought monitor map, it's not looking good, unfortunately. Severe drought concerns now continue to plague the majority of Anne Arundel County and for areas highlighted in this orange color right here. Columbia and the Inner Harbor, areas further north and east under moderate drought and abnormally dry conditions plague the state of Delaware and the state line as well. So we desperately need the rain. We've only had 3 days this month with measurable rain at the airport. So we're a little bit under 1 inch total for the month. The average monthly rainfall amount should be a little bit under 3.5 inches. So we'll have to see what the second half of the month brings us. Rain chances are going to be extremely limited, though, as we head into next week. Check out your 7-day forecast.